a nice bullish divergence continuation trade in here. Okay, so as soon as you bull div, and as soon as you start to reclaim key levels of support, which I had here, you could see it just off to the races. So a nice push nonetheless. Same with Bitcoin. We look at Bitcoin here. I had a very critical buy level that I was looking at this morning. And obviously, AlexOCypto buy levels are the gangsterest shit in the world because it worked out perfectly, right, OC?
Let's go. Absolutely. What's up, brother? How's it going?
Living the dream.
Love it. Love it.
That's it. How are you doing? You
Oh,
waking up or what?
No,
You
man.
alive?
I've been fighting the freaking Discord. Right now, I'm on a separate browser because the freaking Discord app just won't let me jump in. It's been shady since yesterday.
You know, it's the hardest thing about using Discord.
I can only imagine, man. I don't know.
I have no clue, eh?
No clue. I know. Maybe you can tell me.
It's telling your parents you're gay.
Oh shit.
So a dump and a pump today, bro.
I know. I see. Freaking fantastic.
I was able to catch along here.
Nice.
Happy days, man.
Holy fuck, that's fantastic. So I was not able to catch the long on my end on the 4 hours. Although I was looking at the 1 hour, but it just happened way earlier than I was expecting. So I was not around. I'm looking for a next upcoming short though.
Nice. Yeah, I think the SFP would be nice up here, like on a higher term time frame. Like we are in macro resistance right now. I was just explaining to everyone, we've had like a V-shaped recovery here, but we're literally at the top of the range. Like if we get rid of everything and we just a lot of the time we just need to dumb it down. Like we don't need to complicate trading. And we can see that we're at the high here. Jonathan came up and said good morning. It's his first time here as well. So if you're welcome, Jonathan, and thank you for joining Chart Prime. We'll go over the indicators. There's lots of tutorials that we'll refer you to. I think Daga will always shares all the tutorials and stuff for us.
And yeah, he's fantastic. By the way, thank you, Daga, brother.
Stuff, so. Is he in here today? I don't think I see him.
I think he
not
missed.
Today.
Maybe he's day off.
Yeah, so we'll help guide you on how. You can look at all of this stuff, and it gets overwhelming if you're not aware. There's certain tools that OC uses and that I use. The good thing about it is that OC swing trades and I scalp, so you'll get a good mix of technical analysis, short term and long term time frame swing trades. 2 trades, 2 wins today, both in Alex support and resistance zones he shared on Solana. Let's go, baby. Awesome. On Bitcoin. Let's go. My magical support and resistance. I mean, pretty magic, eh? I don't know.
I know. I'm starting to think that you come from the future.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty good here. I don't know.
It almost looks like you're using Chartprime, bro. Almost.
Except it's Alex Prime.
It's Alex Prime. Let's go. We might have one soon, isn't it?
We have the Lord Otter indicator that Alex and I have been working on. I've been back testing it. So we have my VWAP, my Otter blocks.
The Otter blocks. Holy shit, love him.
And I have something that I'm coding, and then I'm going to give to Alex.
Ooh,
and
sexy.
It's so you got otters, you got pink boxes, you got money bags, you got water symbols, splooshy symbols. And you also have spoon feeding. So you can see the spoons down here.
Oh, holy shit, that's
And
fantastic.
these are all the things that I kind of say on the stream and stuff. So
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna get him to refine this a little bit for me. Uh, I mean, it gave the short pink box short right here. I mean, it's. I'm working through it a little bit myself, and then we'll see how we can refine it with the chart prime guys because they're the professionals. I'm just a fucking,
Professional, man.
So
Professional trader.
yeah. I mean, I click buttons really well. That's what I do.
Just like playing video games. Love it, love it.
That's it, man. That's it.
Let's get it. Let me go over really quickly on what's happening on my end of the side of Bitcoin, and I'm gonna get you covered, my friend. If you guys are new here, and I don't see Jonathan. Jonathan, where are you, brother? Did you leave? Let me know. Well, if he left, how could he let me know, right? But I'll give you guys basics on where to start, the videos where things are, and just give you guys the heads up. So really quickly, let me see if I can share here without further issues. And is it going through?
You've been. Oh, it's loading.
It's loading. Let's
Oh,
go.
you're good.
I see. Let's go. Perfect. All right. So,
Magic.
perfect. So this is what we were looking for, right? So basically looking for a breakout, looking for that retracement down, right? 1.5% in. Why? Because this is a low, a low confidence short, right? We were looking to, remember, if we hold above the zero line, we turn short-term bullish. Right, what happened is that, well, it happened faster than I was expecting, that flip. So it happened right there, flipping back up, staying above the zero line, staying above dynamic reactor. That was our entry right here. As you can see, that was, let me hide this so I can also see, that was yesterday, 17 hours. So 5 p.m. I was actually not paying attention. The things started moving, break a structure, and well, that was it. So basically, TP number one at dynamic reactor, holding it, and then stop me out. So I broke even on this trade. So actually, just covered just a couple of bucks and positive, but not much, right? Then we had this little heartbeat in here, going back upwards, so staying above that zero line. Remember, we are now short-term bullish. That is because we're still bearish on the macro scale, right? If we go to daily, if we go to 4 days, well, we can see that we are, well, still below the trend line here, right there, and we're fighting with or getting closer to that dynamic reactor. So as long as we don't break above dynamic reactor daily, I'm not turning back bullish, all right? So that is basically it. I'm still bearish, and I'm gonna be giving more or more importance to shorts than longs. Still, I'm gonna be trying to long it as I can, but not really being that serious on longing until I see the dynamic reactor gets closer. I also see a breakout, retest, continuation, break of the previous highs, and that's when I turn back bullish. All right. Other than that, well, no rush. I'm still spending big on Bitcoin, and well, my DCA it's increasing like fast, rapidly increasing. So yeah, I'm also looking for the next DCA entry. This is not a secret, at 61K, and then the next one at 49, and finally 43. I also have one at 30K or almost 31. I don't think that's going to happen. But remember, if a black swan happens, I'm going to be prepared and ready to buy that up, right? So farthest down that I think it's going to go, somewhere around 49, 50-ish, right? So something in between these two, between those two. Let's go and take a look at just the beginning setup, all right? So I'm going to go over and let me bring this up. Let me just not show you my credentials, but get ready with this. So, all right, I think I got it. Yes. And this is what you should be looking at, right? So you have your chart prime Discord in here. And then I want you guys to go over to the left and look for additional content. That additional content, it should be somewhere around either video tutorials, There are video tutorials, and there's additional content. You'll see that it's important classes already. So that's the same path that we're going to be taking, right? Additional content, important classes, right? You scroll all the way up, all right? And I want you guys to watch yes or yes. So there's no way around this, all right? Let me mute this other thing for a second. There we go. Very first class. And guys, first, I mean, watch the very first class in here, this one, and just watch it, right? Just watch it. Don't need to take notes. You can take notes if you want to, all right? But don't really need to take notes at this moment. Just understand what is being presented to you, right? Don't even compare or edit nothing on your end, right? Just sit down, watch it, like try to comprehend what's going on, right? And put one with ones, right? Two with twos, right? So on and so forth. And then I want you to watch the third class, all right? I'm going to go over class number 1 because this is where I get the most pushback. And that is because if you look at your indicators, so let me zoom in here, they are Market Oracle version 2.12, all right? And usually I get, hey, this is outdated. Well, it is outdated, but you still have you still have your oh, come on, I don't see this too well. Let me just increase this thing. Where is it? Quality, there we go. Much better. Here you can also see it. You also have your support and resistances. You also have everything there. But let me actually do it here. So let's just go back to the beginning. Because we're in Market Oracle, we should be yeah, there we go. We should be on Market Oracle. But at the very beginning. Okay, so you can see, there you go. So you still have your trend mode, which is exactly the same as we have right now, trendy or trend mode. The only thing that varies at this moment is that you have in the video trend sensitivity and trend agility. The agility is gone. We figure out a way to give you a trend agility based both on a back testing, and also based on your trend sensitivity. So you only need to edit your trend sensitivity. Long story short, I like 43, all right? If you cannot see it on your end, my friend, let me try to push it once again. All right, I'm pushing it. There we go.
I can see it.
Nice. Can you guys see it? All right, so we have video. Perfect, perfect. I'm telling you, there's something weird with Discord today. So
No,
just
I
so
had
you
a
guys
bug
know,
yesterday too. It wouldn't
really?
load like properly for the chats and everything. There was like a service error.
Right.
So they're fucking with something.
Yeah, they're fucking with something. I think that it has to do with monitoring DNS and server location, but that's a thing for a hat thing on my end. All right, so long story short, Market Oracle version 2.12 essentially is the same. Why? Because every single update, we don't want you to understand things new, right? We want you to have the same logic, but more precise, right? So you don't need to learn a whole new indicator every single time that we make an update, right? So that's very, very important. So that means that this works exactly the same way that the new one does, all right? The only difference is the trend agility doesn't longer exist. So don't worry about it. Just do your trend sensitivity. And right here on this class, I show you how to do the trend sensitivity, right? And then remember, trend optimization, it's like autopilot. So that's basically it's a one-to-one. Just couple things have changed. So that's what I'm telling you. Watch this all the way through because I explain the logic behind it. There's one more thing that you need to be aware of. As you can see at the top left on my screen, it says smart money concepts, right? Using those smart money concepts, that's where I bring up ranges like this, right? The predictive ranges and support and resistances. Very important. Smart money concepts now belong inside of a bigger indicator, which is market dynamics, bro. Right? So you will find everything that you need on market dynamics. Well, so why is this important and what is it not like quote unquote up to date? Because I explained the logic. The logic is exactly the same. So follow that, right? Not only that, I give you full explanation in everything. I would actually go ahead and tell you that the most important part that you can watch is first how to set up your trend. All right. So at the beginning of the class. Second, how reversals work. All right. So I give you a lot of cheat codes on how to use them. Right. So there's 3 kinds of reversals. And I even give you examples of how they work. Right. And finally, how the oscillator work in a full-fledged strategy. So basically, I give you my 3-layer strategy: how to use 3 indicators to make entries, how to calculate your stop loss, how to enter a trade, where to take early profits, how to take the rest of your profits, when to head switch, and finally, when to move into the next trade, right? So that is basically it on video number 1. Again, video number 1, the only thing that changes, it is the sensitivity, right? And sorry, the agility is not there anymore. It's just only sensitivity. And then smart money concepts, it's now within market dynamics. That's it, right? And well, if you don't have time to look at that, well, at least look at the zero knowledge sharpening strategy, right? You don't need to know anything to play along with this. This is based on confluence, right? Remember, confluence are possibilities, and based on possibilities, based on where's the upper hand for something to play it out. That's how we trade, right? So go ahead, watch the zero knowledge strategy video if you don't want to watch the rest of them. But if you really are serious about trading, watch video number 1, video number 3, and just because it is complementary, the zero knowledge chart prem strategy. So that's everything that you need to know. And let me just copy the link and paste it right here on the side chat, right, for you guys to have on hand. So that's basically everything that I had. We're about to finish a couple of things, but I want to bring up one more thing that I sent Piper today or yesterday. I make a little bit of a deep dive, right? And let me see if I can bring it up here for you guys. So let me just make sure that I'm not showing things that I should not be showing. 1 second. All right, perfect. I think this is going to be it. All right, so I did make a deep dive yesterday and send it to Piper to share what I'm looking for. And this is going to be important because this has to do on how stable coins are making or doing, right? So back in the day, 2022, we can see on blue, all right, how the stable coins were reducing in market cap. Basically, people that had USDT, USDC, DIA or DAI or whatever, right? All of those, they were cashing out on real USDT or real fiat, right? So basically at this moment in time, at 2022, well, the stable coins, they were just a transition coin for you to easily operate in the markets and then easily get out of on real USDT, real Mexican pesos, real Canadian dollars, or real whatever you have, real fiat, all right? And the price in Bitcoin on black, they start crumbling down, all right? So what's going on at this moment? Look at the production of stable coins. There it is. That's the name of stable coins, right? What happened at the top when price of Bitcoin started crumbling? We just see just an itty bitty tiny retracement right here at the very end. But come on, this is just going sideways. What does that mean? Right? Love it. This is important because this is an actual real anomaly. There's 3 currents that I want to discuss really quickly, right? So we have 5 minutes to do that. Long story short, either you and I, so retail plus some institution, have this on USDT because, by the way, I do have a lot of USDT and USDC, and I'm not selling it because that is giving me a high yield, right? Based on my own money, which is Mexican pesos, I'm getting like a 7% annualized yield. But Mexican pesos give me a 14%. So why I don't have it in Mexican pesos? Because I'm planning to DCA in as we go down, right? Therefore, I am rather good doing that 7%, which is half of it, all right, because it's the short term way to have liquidity ready to go, right? What other possibility could have? So I'm sorry. So let me go on that same route. So what happens if we have if retail have the money? This is what I talked about, a paradox, right? So just around hackers, I brought up a religious video, not for you to convince you. I think I also brought it up in here in the morning, yesterday morning, right? The end of time video.
I want to be religious.
You want to be religious? I'll send you vibes, bro. Don't worry.
Send me the vibes, man.
Send me the vibes. Oh no, I'm religious. I'm religious myself, but I'm not pushing religion to you. What is important to understand is fear and greed, right? So just so you guys know, at times of war and seeing, of course, Middle East, the way that we're seeing many, let's just say, how do you call when somebody has a vision and has a premonition? Is that it? Is that it? A premonition?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
many
premonitions.
premonitions.
Like
Yes,
they feel like they see something.
exactly. They seem to start becoming true, especially things on the Bible, right? In the general Bible, things that we all share in common, talking about Jewish, Catholics, Christians, so on and so forth. You know, all of that branch, even Muslims. All right, so many of those things are kind of like looking like they're becoming true. So there is fear in the market. All right. So what happens when there's fear in the market? People want to buy gold and hard assets, right? So what have we might be seeing here? Well, maybe and just maybe if retail is holding that money and they get scared, they are ready to buy stuff. So thinking also that it's time for Bitcoin to jump in or being scared of their own money, that's why they're not pushing it back to fiat. All right, we might see another influx of a hard asset. What could a hard asset be? PAX G, right? And we have it all the way there. PAX G, BTC, right? So where does the paradox comes in here? Is that ourselves, just because we believe it could happen, we're gonna make it happen, if that makes sense, right? So that's version number one. If we as a collective are holding those base coins or those stable coins, we might have a shallow bear market, right? So for us to have a sandwich, we need certain ingredients in a somehow certain order, right? So that's the same thing in here, right? So do we have fear? Do we have retail having the money? Where is the hard asset to be played out, right? So we're seeing right now the first slice of bread being there for the shallow bear market. Does that mean that it's going to become a sandwich? We still don't know. We still need to add mayo. We still need to add cheese, ham, lettuce, tomatoes, so on and so forth. Yeah, torta there. Oh, bro, yes, please. Oh man, torta and Coca-Cola. That's a Mexican dude dream. So you want to convince him to do anything, dude, that's it. All right, so just so you know, that's a little racist, so don't tell that to a Mexican. But it's true, so all right, so that's why stereotypes exist, because they're mostly true. All right, but
because they are true. Yeah,
exactly, that's the truth. Yeah. There's the next thing.
Canadians say sorry, and we don't have good healthcare, but everybody thinks we can.
Oh, really? I actually thought you have a fantastic
You think our healthcare is good?
Yeah, better than us. Ours.
I went for I'm supposed to have a MRI on my shoulder, OC.
Mhm.
And if I don't go private, I have a date. Guess when my date is to go to get an MRI? October 2027.
Oh shit. Oh, that's hilarious, bro.
So by the time I go and get my shoulder scanned, I'll need to book another scan for my other shoulder because it will be fucked. I might as well get both done. And then
truth. I have family
and then
doctors.
I have to pay $700 to get it done private.
Oh, that's expensive. That's expensive. Shit, man. Do you know what? For the amount of money that you might be spending there, you can actually do some travel to Cancun and get your there's a thing going on that is called medicine tourism. So you go to
Oh
vacations,
yeah.
yeah, and then you pay for things in Cancun. Why in Cancun and Merida, where I'm staying? Because most of the doctors from here they have a visa and they work in Florida, so in Miami. So
I sent you how much money in tax I'm paying, Canadian dollars,
just
this
because I'm
year.
using browser, I'm
Sent
not
you.
gonna open that right away. I'm gonna look at it right
Yeah.
after because I don't want to mix it. I'll be scared to do that. But I'll definitely comment on that after the fact. All right, let me
You're gonna
spit this
throw
through.
up. You won't be able to comment.
Oh, well, I have a real story. Real story, all right? So I have family that
Make
it's
sure you didn't have too much tacos last night and you don't have to go to the washroom when you
I
see
had I
the
had a
number I
torta,
just
bro.
sent you. No,
Dude, for real. It was delicious. Ah, dude, and that was an arrachera torta. Oof, oof. That was fantastic.
no.
Ah, but yeah, maybe I'll just have to take it out once I see those numbers. Long story short, medicine school, there was a patient that went for an amputation for a toe, and they took below the knee wrong leg amputation. So it was early, it
Mm.
was faster. It just wasn't the right thing that they went in for. So yeah, all right. So what could be then the next thing that could be happening here? So we might have an overflow of overproduction of stablecoins. This is where things start getting a little shady. All right. We are 1 minute away, so let me just go ahead and tell you this is full hat stuff. All right. So remember how Russia has accused US to tokenize everything. Right. Remember how now BlackRock is actually telling us that they want to tokenize everything. So, dude, what the hell? Right? One to one. And, well, if we see tokenization of everything, what's going to happen? Who or what's going to be the new coin that can reach everywhere as long as you just have a phone with actually higher yields? So, you guessed it, the electronic US dollar. Like, call it whatever, USDT, USDC, USD1, DIA, or whatever new coin they push out there, right? Which is going to be most likely Bitcoin or altcoin compatible, right? Why is this important? Because remember how Trump, since the crypto strategic reserve, it was a crypto strategic reserve. What does a USDT is? Is it crypto? Yes, it's crypto. But is it Bitcoin? No. Then why the strategic reserve was not Bitcoin strategic reserve, right? So you see those one to one. So be careful because one of two. If this is not part of a default hat strategy, we might see a dip because companies might be overproducing money to buy assets are backed up by nothing. All right. So inflation, right? So negative inflation. I mean positive inflation. That's not bad. That's a crypto. I mean, that's good. Fuck. That is not good. That is a crypto winter upcoming after a pump. All right. And second, if this is part of a higher plan of a bigger plan, well, we might be seeing the U.S. in the next upcoming 3 to 5 years, and I believe Garrett mentioned 5 to 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. Well, we might be seeing the U.S. hegemony taking over on the crypto space with a stable coin, right? Which I believe that's where we're going. That's the full hat. Let me just drop this up and, well, finalize with the SOPR. Be careful. Do not panic. We are not at the end of the bear market. All right. That doesn't mean going to zero. That means we could still be making a range. All right. So, but look at the SOPR. Just look at it. And whenever the SOPR hits the bottom, start influxing in if you want. You're not going to catch the very bottom, but definitely you are going to be within the bottom range, right? So this is some lines that we have drawn for you to see where is that bottom range and the absolute bottoms hitting the bottom of 0.00001 on the SOPR. All right. So that's what I got for you guys. Alex, thank you so much. I know you have to run. Anything that you want to add to what I just mentioned?
No, I think you're accurate. I mean, right now we're at a key resistance level, and we're going into CP or core inflation data tomorrow. So I expect a lot of chop today, guys, leading into that. So just be patient out here. We're bearish divergence SFP at the highs, so just be prepared here. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, everybody. And thanks, OC.
My pleasure. I just see that number, man. I'm not happy about it. Dude.
Holy shit, eh?
Holy shit, man. Holy shit. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining. As always, see you guys tomorrow. And Alex, always a pleasure to have you around, brother. Thank you so much. And I'm
brother.
dying to see your indicator coming to life. Let's get it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And see you guys on the next one.